Man, I'm telling you, you step away from AMC for a minute and it's like you miss so much. If you're not in tune on Twitter, on Reddit, on YouTube, it's like the world just passes you by, and I feel like a lot went on while I was on vacation last week. So my dad was trying to fill me in on it, and thank you very much, Dad, for doing so. But it was kind of hard, this whole thing he was trying to explain about a controlled squeeze and the way he was trying to bring it across. It was difficult. So I went in and I read about it, and look, I didn't read all 300 pages of the proposed rule change and all of that, but I do feel like I read enough that I could at least summarize it and talk about it so that we're all on the same page and we know what's happening here. And also, my brother told me that he was at Target and he overheard some guys talking about how they wish they would have gotten into AMC, but now they can't because it's too late and the squeeze is over, and they wish they did. Guys, the squeeze is not over. The squeeze has not happened, so please, if that's you right now, if you're watching this and you think the squeeze has already happened and it's too late, it's not. Look at the comments down below. They're going to tell you down there that it's not too late to get in for the squeeze. So, if all of this sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2021 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. All right, so this new rule change. Look, the intentions behind it are good, okay? Now, the intentions are that during liquidations and during these forced liquidations, when the margin calls come, we don't want to see the overall market crash. Now, I would agree with that, right? Nobody wants to see the market crash. Hedge funds don't even want to see the market crash. You know, they've got pensions and 401ks and everything else in there that a lot of people have a lot of money riding on the stock market, so nobody really wants to see it crash. So it's good that they're trying to prevent that, but here's the deal. We don't need the government stepping in and deciding when people buy and sell their stocks. That is a gross overreach of power, in my opinion. So the fact that the NSCC and the DTCC want to come in and liquidate positions like that, I don't know. Brokers, lenders, whoever is lending the money to the hedge funds, here's the difference. Here's the major difference between this controlled squeeze, which is what a lot of people are talking about, and what is currently happening. So, currently, let's just go over that one first. Hedge fund buys and sells stocks. We know that. We know that they're shorting AMC right now, but they're buying other stocks as well. So they have what are called margin accounts. Now, lenders and brokers, banks, if you'd rather call them a bank than a lender, banks and brokers out there lend the hedge funds money so that they can have leveraged positions. Maybe a hedge fund controls or has $40 billion worth of equity, worth of assets, but banks or brokers have lent them another $40 billion. So they control an $80 billion portfolio, but they really only have $40 billion worth of equity. The rest is on their margin account, and as soon as they start to lose whatever their equity is, that's when the brokers come in and say, no, we need our money back. You're not going to lose our money. So in the case of Citadel, right, I know a lot of people like to talk about Citadel when referencing AMC and the whole AMC stock squeeze. Citadel has roughly $40 billion worth of equity, but they control a $400 billion portfolio. So they do have a lot of leverage. Now, if Citadel were to go out, and we know that if the market goes up and down, Citadel's playing it both ways, so it's not necessarily going to make it or break it if one stock or even the market goes in either direction. But if Citadel were to go out and lose that $40 billion worth of equity that they have, the lenders, now there could be multiple lenders, right? It doesn't have to be one. But the lenders would go in and say, no, you're not going to be risking our money. We're simply loaning you that money, making money on interest, right? We're simply loaning you that money. We need it back now. The lenders can make that decision for themselves. I don't understand why the government would have to come in and say, we can manage your money better than you can. We can manage the risk better than you can. See what I'm saying here? It doesn't really make sense that the government thinks that they're going to be able to do a better job. Now, they claim that the way they would do it would help prevent fire sales and market crashes. But, I mean, okay, possibly. but it's not your money to manage. It's the same deal with everybody on YouTube and Twitter getting mad when somebody donates to something or when somebody invests their money the way that they choose to invest it. If it's not your money, just take a step back and calm down a little bit. I have no problem saying that to somebody in person. I have no problem saying that to somebody on YouTube. I have no problem saying that to the government. If it's not your money, calm down and don't try to tell other people what to do with it. But going off of that, that's what would currently happen. If a lender said, you're not touching our money, we need it back now, the hedge fund would be required to go out, liquidate their gross positions, and give that money back to the lenders. Now, the opposite, during this controlled squeeze, during this proposed rule change, here's what would happen. The NSCC, the DTCC, they would be in control of deciding when to liquidate those positions. Not the broker saying, give us our money back, but the government saying, okay, well, we can liquidate net positions, and we can go ahead and maybe cover a couple of these positions, and if you just loan us your shares, we can loan you the assets to cover your margin requirements. I'll tell you right now, guys, a loan to cover a loan is never a good idea. All right, if you can't pay your mortgage, you shouldn't go out and get an advance on your credit card to pay your mortgage. You know you're digging yourself into a hole that is inside of a hole. I mean, picture it. You're in a hole that you already can't get out of, but for some reason you just decide to dig even further. Don't pay off a loan with another loan. And that is exactly what this proposed rule change is doing. The government's saying, well, if you loan us your profitable positions, we can go ahead and cover the costs of your margin calls or cover the costs of the things that are going on right now. And that's not the way. That's not the way that it should be done. I understand that it might prevent a lot of positions from being sold, but that's what the market is, okay? And if you can't deal with that, I don't know why you're investing in the market. The market has risks, okay? The stock market doesn't only ever go up. A lot of people might think that it does. A lot of people certainly want that it would, but the stock market doesn't only go up. So by restricting the free market and deciding when people can sell and how much they can sell at one time and when brokers and lenders can demand their money back is a slippery slope that I wouldn't want to go down, and I hope that you guys wouldn't want to go down it either. Now, the fact that they're controlling the squeeze doesn't mean that they're going to come in and that they're going to say AMC can only go to $100 or AMC can only go to $1,000. It doesn't restrict or control the price that AMC goes to. It would restrict and control the stocks that are being sold in the market and allowing these, a lot of people get upset about true prices being reflected, right? Well, if somebody's controlling your trades, I would think that would restrict the free market and restrict the free prices and real prices from being displayed. If I want to sell my stock, but the government's managing my money right now, guess what? That price isn't technically real then. If I want to sell it, but they say no, or if I want to buy it, but they say no, you see what I'm saying here? It's not necessarily a good idea, even though the intentions could potentially be good. Now, I hope this may have cleared some things up. I feel like I could expand upon it a little bit further or get into a little bit more detail on some of the other things if I didn't do a very good job of articulating what the new rule meant or explaining the difference between what is currently happening and what would be happening during a controlled squeeze or during controlled margin calls. Let me know down in the comments below, please, if I need to articulate it a little bit better or if I could go into detail in something a little bit better down there. But guys, the main thing I want to know right now, down in the comments, let us know if you think the short squeeze is over. Because like I mentioned in the beginning, the guys working at Target, they think the short squeeze is over. And it is absolutely not. So please, just refresh and rejuvenate everybody into knowing that the shorts have not covered and the squeeze is not over and AMC is not too expensive to get in for the short squeeze. And see this red button right here? If it's still red, make sure to click it, subscribe to the channel, join us, become a bro. We are here every single day and we are growing our portfolios together. $5. Guys, July is almost over. $5 is all you have to deposit on Webull. You're going to get the same free stocks that you would otherwise get any other month depositing $100. So get the discount now. $5 is all you need to deposit and get those free stocks. There's plenty of links down in the description, so make sure to check each and every one of them out. And ClayBro883 on Twitter. If you want to follow me, message me, whatever there, I would like that. Thank you very much. And I'm pretty sure that sums it up, guys. So until the next time, I hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.